New at noon, we welcome Sheriff Eddie Hawkins of Lowndes County to our studios. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing, especially on this severe weather day?
Well, you know, we anticipate these kind of things happening, so we kind of stay prepared for events like this.
So have you been in touch with your deputies? Everything's okay?
All day long. Yeah, everything's fine right now. So.
Now, an incident did happen last night that you want to talk to us about. Could you tell us about the shooting that happened last night?
Sure. Last night we received a call from Baptist Memorial Golden Triangle of a victim that arrived at the hospital with a gunshot wound. When deputies responded, of course, they couldn't interview him because he was being flown out to Jackson to an area hospital. We don't know the extent of his injuries. When we tried to ascertain where the incident took place, all we were told is that the incident took place in the area of Applewood Apartments, which is off of Yorkville Road there in Columbus. Unfortunately, this young gentleman was from Alabama and didn't know the area too well. So he was over in Columbus allegedly trying to purchase a vehicle that he found on the internet. And that just brought something to my attention that we need to remind citizens to be more cautious about meeting people on internet purchases. You know, we see Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist where they advertise items for sale. With the Lowndes County Sheriff's Department, we created a designated parking space in our parking lot that's under video surveillance, and we have staff on site 24 hours a day where people can come to the Sheriff's Department and conduct these type of transactions in a safe location. If something sounds too good to be true, it normally is. So if they're not willing to meet you at a safe location to conduct these transactions, then you probably shouldn't do that. Last night, this gentleman drove from Alabama over to Columbus to conduct this transaction, and something took place and he was shot. We have not been able to identify the exact location where this happened, but if the public knows where this incident took place, if they'll contact us at the Sheriff's Department or Crime Stoppers, or they can use our P3 Tips app to relay this information anonymously. We're looking for the information where this incident took place and to remind the public that we have a safe location to conduct these transactions at our Sheriff's Department so they don't have to go out into public and do this.
Okay. Now, I know gun violence is one of your main concerns in Lowndes County. What are you trying to do right now to curb it?
Well, you know, far too often we see a lot of shootings where people can't settle their differences without picking up a gun, and that's unfortunate. One of the things that we're trying to do, you know, I'm concerned about something happening in one of our public schools that we see across the country with these mass shootings. You know, we increased the number of our school resource officers in our local school district. Now we have 2 school resource officers per school in our district, with a total of 6 in the district now. That's huge for us because now we're protecting our children at our schools and stepping up our security, and that means a lot to us. We also have teamed up with the Mississippi Department of Homeland Security to work on a gun and violent crime task force identifying gang members in our local area. And what we're wanting to do is go out and target these gang members and try to disrupt them, disband them. And working with the Department of Homeland Security is a step in the right direction.
All right. Well, thank you so much there, Sheriff Eddie Hawkins, joining us this afternoon. Of course, we'll have more on what happened yesterday on WTV 89 News at 4.